Dan, how are you today?
I'm very fine indeed, thank you. How are you today?
Thank
That's
you for
good.
asking. Thank you for
What have you
asking.
been up to? Oh, lovely.
We're
Anyway,
that's on purpose, is it? Okay, I was like, oh, we're interrupting each other. Okay, I'm well. Yes, I'm glad that you're well as well. What's been up with you lately?
oh, well. Um,
I
oh,
can
well,
see something special.
you can see something very special. It's really fascinating stuff, but I coloured my beard for the first time in quite a few years.
Right. I think I remember when you did it another time, actually, years ago. I think I
Well,
was
it's the
around.
thing. Jen's been wanting me to do it, and finally I got bored one night and decided just to go ahead and do it anyway. It's all weird because I got such a pure white beard, but my hair is still not. It's getting there very, very slowly, but it's still mostly brown. Are you taking pictures?
Oh yeah. So just have a good look. I'm going to take a picture for the
Hmm.
page. Yep.
Here we
Okay.
go.
I think it does look better, but your hair on your head is darker than your beard.
Well, it's lighter depending on the lighting, I think. But
Oh, okay.
I tried to do. Some people didn't even notice, which is either very upsetting for me or very
That's all
good
right.
because it blended well.
You just look younger, but maybe some people feel embarrassed for them to say, "Oh, he's dyed his beard." They don't want to mention that.
Oh yeah, it's like if you got a toupee or something.
Well,
It's just
like how I have, because I had like a mole thing off my nose. I have band-aids across my nose, and people never say anything about it. No,
just
okay,
ate straight
only
away.
little kids come up and say, "What happened to your face?" But no adults do. So I always go, "Hi, I've had these on my face."
I did the same thing as soon as I got back to work. I went, "Hey, yes, look at my beard. I look 6 weeks younger, don't I?"
Exactly, that's good. Yeah, because we need to put it out there.
Yeah, but I still got teased when I went to the office anyway.
Oh,
And Jen has said that I creep her out a bit. And at work, a couple of people think I look a lot more serious and a little like more menacing.
oh, okay.
Isn't
I
that
don't think
interesting?
so. Yeah, that is interesting. Um, now, look, we both went together. Actually, I should put up a photo up of us. We went to the Barbie movie
Oh, we
together.
did. Yes.
Yes, and I actually, yeah. What did you think? Did you enjoy it?
Look, I'm
Because
I
I'm going to call you
thought
out if you say you enjoyed it. I'm going to call you out on it. Because
I
your daughter
thought I
told me
thought a
that
lot
you
about it.
enjoyed it. Your daughter told me you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Look, I
My
enjoyed it.
husband said that you didn't enjoy it.
No, I enjoyed it for other people, and I understand why they enjoy it.
Yes.
And there's a few elements to this, but with it, if we just focus on the movie itself, I think it's a bit of a great little revolutionary movie, and it's great for. I think it's great for the target market. I don't know if it's going to have much effect on men, which is a shame. And I think sometimes it was a bit clunky the way they went about making the film.
Yeah, I didn't think the story was that amazing, but because I'm a massive Barbie fan, I liked it. Yeah.
It's been more fascinating since then, reading reviews, and the best one I've come up with, which I'm definitely going to share, and I think you should listen to, I think everyone should listen to, is an episode by Blindboy Podcast where he talks about, you just won't believe where he goes. He goes back to Reagan administration in America, which leads to Barbie. Like the way he gets there is just quite insane. And basically what he's saying is that these companies are not infantilizing, but they're not allowing certain generations to grow up because perhaps my generation and beyond that, we were promised, a house, a steady job, all those things. And
Like a
for
Barbie
the
dream
generation,
house.
yeah, well, for your generation, the next sort of generations along like Y or whatever it is, they haven't got that, and so they've been perpetually in sort of almost a state of adolescence because they haven't been able to do the things that they were promised. They went through financial. Like the countries went through recessions at the time as well. So he's bringing all that together to look at how Barbie has been, how the company is manipulating these people for their own purpose to make money, and that's why He-Man and Barney and all these other films are going to come out because they know kids
Oh,
aren't
I
buying
hope
toys
so.
anymore. They're on their iPads, so now they are going to suck what little money this generation has out of their pockets to watch these films.
Well, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about Mattel actually doesn't want to be making toys anymore. They want to be selling franchise, like not
Yes.
franchise. They want to be selling the rights to
An IP. They want it. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what this movie is about for them. They've made so much money out of, what are you calling it? Yeah, the IP. That's exactly right. But I am all there. If there is a She-Ra and He-Man movie,
I know. This is the thing. That's what I mean. I'm a sucker. I've been sucked in. I just fit at the other end. I think, although he was talking about the age group of being upwards to 36, 37, but I think it goes beyond that because, I mean, I was a He-Man kid. But I also know that He-Man was created to sell toys. It wasn't a story that had previously been made. It was literally made because they had a toy to sell.
He-Man is not for 37-year-olds. He-Man was for 40s and 50s, I thought. 40-year-olds and 50s.
That's what I thought too. Exactly. And there's even new series which have come out on He-Man which are really good.
Oh.
But I think it's worth listening to this episode because of how he talks about trickle-down economy and leading to all this. I think it was fascinating. And he also talks about Sinead O'Connor, who we lost just over a week ago. And he had some wonderful things to say about her as well.
Can you just quickly fill me in and tell me what is it that Sinead O'Connor did that people didn't like and she was on stage and she got booed?
Yeah, so it was on Saturday Night Live, and she tore up a photograph of the Pope because she was aware, and she was Catholic, and she was aware of all the abuses that were going on, particularly in Ireland, that no one was wanting to talk about, and she's always said she's punk. She's always going to be open, like in your face. She's always going to be honest. And so she wanted to highlight the hypocrisy of the church, the things that they were doing, the priests they were hiding. But she was absolutely torn to tatters over the whole thing, which she didn't mind because just before that, she had that big hit with Prince, the Prince song, Nothing Compares to You. And she loved it.
Was that Prince's song?
It's a Prince song, yeah.
Oh.
And she had a huge hit with it. But then, she was happy to go back to her punk ways and her music. It was better than that song anyway. So she was a wonderful trouble. She had her issues, and she was ignored by the record companies and the media. And it's another example of what the media do to people with mental illnesses and other kinds of disabilities. So
I didn't realise she had a mental illness.
Yeah, she struggled. And her way of dealing with it was to make it to reach out to the public on Twitters and things like that. But it was just twisted to in terrible ways. So it's a really sad thing. She was a wonderful, wonderful lady.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I agree from what I know of her. But now that's enough of your music talk. That's
Can I talk about the other big thing that happened to me?
Yes, you can. Yes. What is it? What is it?
I have been given the honour of becoming the diversity ambassador at my work.
Congratulations. That sounds amazing.
It's really, really good. It's because it's not just going to be for, like, we're a small company, but it's actually got far-reaching potential because we're supporting industries, whole industries. And so some of the work I do is going to reach out to industries at large. So the potential is really big for me to learn and get involved and move into areas of things I have always wanted to, which is to do with diversity and fairness and inclusion and disabilities and all those sort of things. So, of course, I've gone nuts. I've just hyper-fixated and I've created a massive amount of info already.
Yeah, great.
So it's a really nice feeling.
And do you have like an intranet thing or like a newsletter thing or whatever they do that goes out for the company or not? Like does something go out every now and then?
I will. Yeah, I'll do that. Or videos. I'll have a site, I think, on our hub, on our SharePoint hub.
On your hub, that's right. Especially like on Autism Month or whatever, all those sorts of things.
I got it already. I've done it all. I've already got the lists. I've got a survey for the company. I've got so much information already. It's just...
fantastic.
Yeah. This is one of the first opportunities I've had since I've had the diagnosis, to have something happen and then be able to go, oh, I can hyperfixate on this and it's a really
Yes.
good thing.
Yes. That's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And who was the first person you called?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I thanked God and all the gods
Yes.
for giving me the opportunity. But I think I ended up calling. Did I call you?
It was me. It was me. You called me first before everybody.
That's right.
But this is only because no one else was available.
Well, Jen wasn't. But
Eloise wasn't. She was at school.
no.
So I'm third. That's okay. I'd be third in line.
That's
and I was
right.
there.
On the phone dial list and the old phones.
Yes, and I was there for you, even though I don't like talking on the phone.
Yes. Well, I don't either. It was all very uncomfortable, but I was too excited to.
Oh, see, I got off the phone and I thought that wasn't too uncomfortable. I think we're shifting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when we're shifting that I potentially could speak to you on the phone a little bit more.
No.
If required. I'm not going to call you for a chat, but if required. Now, today I thought today we're actually talking to a psychologist.
We are. Mine.
No, well, and was mine.
Well, for a short time.
Oh, hold on. Actually, I don't know how long. It was probably a year. Although yours is long. You've had her for longer, but I think I know her better.
Do I get to ask you in her presence why you left her for someone else?
No, because I actually didn't leave for someone else. Oh, well, you can if you like, but I just left. I just didn't. I think I'd finished my 10 free sessions or 12 or whatever.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
Okay.
but now I see a different one. Right. Because I went back to my original. Yeah. So I went back to my original one that I used to have. Well, not me. One of the kids had years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we can ask her how she feels about that.
You can ask her that. That would be fun. I think that I'm sure she'll answer it really well.
a political answer, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I actually had the same situation with, I went to this thing, my daughter's doing a social skills course, and I went there, and it was actually a psychologist that we had moved on from to another psychologist.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, oh, hi. And then after the session, I was like, oh, yeah, I think that we've seen you before, because it was like 6 years ago. And she's like, oh, yeah, I did see you in the system. I was like, oh, yeah, no, we just needed someone closer to home. And she's just like, oh, you know, you don't need to.
They don't care at the moment, do they?
They don't care at all. Yeah.
There's always someone else waiting.
Exactly. It's getting a bit warm here. I've got a fire next to me. Just open.
One of them. Is it an actual wood fire?
It is a real wood fire.
Aha.
So I'm a bit warm. And so my dad, he's a little bit forgetful. He may come in. He may come in and stoke the fire, even though I've told him. I don't think he understands what a podcast is, but that's okay. So anyway, it's great. It'll be great talking to Laura. We don't have like a real massive focus, but just interesting. Well, I mean, I guess it's about being diagnosed or coming in. What's the process and those sorts of things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Because she's the person I went through that process with. So it's great. It's great because maybe she can tell me a little bit of what she thought about me when we first met. Did she?
Yes.
Did she look at me and go, "Ting, yep," or did she go, "Not sure"?
Yeah, or that's true, but she might not want to say that on a podcast. Or you'd have to say, "I give you permission to say, tell me what you think." But what if she didn't like you?
You didn't see your notes. Do I have the rights to get her notes?
She just wanted you for the money, and that's it. There's nothing else to it.
That's all I'm worth. I'm just a
nothing.
Witty wad of cash. That's it.
Yes. So I thought we'd. So I guess we can talk to her in a moment, and then we can pop back on afterwards. So let's just pop her on.
I just like to start this stuff early, just in case.
Yeah,
just in case Laura says something really amazing.
you know what?
Or if I say something really terrible and I need you to edit it out.
Exactly.
Imagine that.
You know what was weird? When you came on, I didn't recognise you.
Well, it's been
really.
What's it been? 3 years?
Yeah.
Well, see,
3
I've
years?
noticed that your background is different, but you're working from home still.
Yeah. That's just the door. That's not a virtual background. That's my actual
Oh,
background.
no, but you didn't use a virtual one. You had like a shelf, a bookshelf in the background, I think. Or something that was just more things going on in the back.
I might have had
Unless
the
it
door
wasn't.
open, so you saw a messy hallway.
Oh, maybe that's it.
It was probably that. I thought I'd be a little bit cleaner today and close the door.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's
fair
very
enough.
distracting having a messy background.
Yeah, Bianca, with the
It's very-
weird Brady Bunch style background.
It's very psychologist of you to just have a white background.
It's not distracting for me. It's distracting for the autistic people that have to look at my background.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So I try when I remember to close it, except that if my cat gets stuck in here, he sometimes wants to be let out and then he interrupts us. So
That's all right. We allow animals.
you'll allow pet interruptions?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Bianca has done some awful things to me with backgrounds. She's put inappropriate photos behind her.
This is correct.
Because
he always analyses my background.
Deliberately, though, or just accidentally?
Because he always looks at the background, and so then I put a naked picture of a woman behind me.
I had a mouthful of chamomile tea when you said that.
And then when I took it down, because I had to print it out, then I was trying to hide it from my family because I don't want them finding a naked picture. So I had to
Well, fair enough.
yes. Why
I
would
wouldn't
I be
have
having
seen that either.
But then they listened to the podcast, and so then they found out, where's this
I'll
naked
find it
picture?
anyway.
Yes.
Do you two need to continue doing what you need to get set? Because I'm just here, so it felt like I interrupted a conversation, though.
Oh, you did at the time, but that's fine. No, that's right. Well, now, Dan, do you have an introduction? You do.
You have an introduction. You're going to be doing it in your best news speak.
This is pressure. I actually haven't read this, so let's see how I go. Dan wrote it for me. So that was very nice of you, Dan.
Oh, no, I didn't. It's literally taken from Laura's bio.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Oops, disclaimer, that hasn't been updated in a few years.
Oh, okay. So
Every time she gets something wrong, just go,
wrong.
Sorry.
Yeah, wrong. Okay, so
the main thing that'll change is just probably how long I've been doing this, which is now around 23 years.
23, and then you've been working.
I know, it makes me feel so old.
Yeah, focusing on autism for how long then? Because it says 12 years. So
the whole time, 23 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, so we won't need to.
It makes me sound very experienced, doesn't it?
You are. You're
23 years. God, I feel old.
Do you still have a particular interest in supporting teens, young adults?
Yes, but I would probably increase that to older adults as well.
It's in there too. Yep.
Oh, good.
Okay,
cool.
gosh, I'm going to try and do this off the cuff then. All right, ready? Here we go, everyone. Okay. Laura has been a registered psychologist for over 23 years now. So early in her career, Laura worked as a behavioural therapist, working one-to-one with young children with autistic disorder. She has liaised with staff from various educational settings and worked with people of all ages across the spectrum of autism. Now, in recent years, Laura has developed a particular interest in supporting teens, young adults, or just adults in general, with ASD who are in tertiary employment settings, as well as older adults and their partners. She regularly provides relationship and marital support.
Now, outside of her work setting, here is what I know after an exhaustive search. Laura does not like or frequent social media. How do I know that? Because I looked. And other than the ASD clinic where she works, she's completely bereft of any internet presence.
No, you're wrong there, right? She's got a secret name on her socials.
We'll see.
Okay? It's like Felicia something or other or something.
Well,
yeah, she's nodding. She said, yes, that's correct. She's not going to put her real name on there. People like you would want to be her friend.
That's fine. She can keep her name. So if she wants to become a spy, then she doesn't need to change her name because she's already not anywhere to be found on the system. So
the thing is, people can't spell my name. So if they tried to find me, they probably wouldn't be able to.
Well, yeah, I know. I had a little joke further on that just says, so that's where all the consonants went to.
My surname.
Yeah.
Well, I did find, I found a Laura Addabbo on Facebook. So I thought I'd just see if it fits any of your profile. Maybe it is you.
Yeah, that's me.
So Laura enjoys horse riding, eating seafood platters by the sea.
Yes.
She's married to Unknown, does not read books or watch films, but must have a dog because she wrote a favourable review for a veterinarian in Puglia in Italy.
Wow. Okay. So the Italian connection is correct because that is my heritage. I do love eating seafood platters anywhere, not just by the sea. I don't have a dog. I have a cat, and I don't mind horse riding, but I probably haven't done it in about 20-something years.
Yeah. Oh, well.
That's not me.
But you might be related.
Well, may as well be.
Would be. Is the surname the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right. Spelled the same and everything. Oh, there you go. I've got a long-lost cousin in Puglia.
No, you got four. You got four.
You've been given the same name and then just split at birth.
Yeah,
just call them both Laura and both.
I might have to Google myself after we finish chatting today.
Have you not ever Googled yourself?
No, I haven't.
Well, you're all very secretive, I can tell you that.
Wow.
So no, I'm not very present on social media. And Bianca's right. If I was, it wouldn't be with my full name because that could lead to all sorts of disasters.
Yes.
Not with autistic people, but in previous employment settings, I worked with some unsavoury people who I wouldn't necessarily want to find me in the child protection space.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Okay.
So yeah, there's reasons why I'm not very prolific on social media.
Wait, child protection as a psychologist?
No, as a child protection worker.
Oh, and then you became a psychologist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yes. That's a chat for another day, probably.
Yes.
Well, given that, so how early on in your career or life was the concept of neurodiversity like something you became aware of?
Really early, before I even became a psychologist. So I'd started my psych degree and I was 17 or 18 when I went to uni.
Right.
And that was when I was asked to babysit for a family who had an autistic boy, primary school age boy, and he was non-speaking.
Yep.
So quite severely autistic. That was my first ever experience of meeting someone, interacting with someone who was autistic, and that was pretty much it. I just was fascinated. He was just the most delightful, the sweetest boy I'd ever met, and I worked with him and his family for a few years while I was doing my psych degree, and I just kept working and supporting people with autism. So I volunteered on disability camps as a leader on disability camps, and I was always paired up with an autistic child. And I just from there, I started doing support work. I was doing babysitting. I was doing my psych degree, and I've been working with people with autism essentially ever since. I haven't stopped.
Wow. So we're similar. I had the same sort of work back then.
Did you?
But you're not a psychologist now.
No, that's true. But I did 10
What
years of
about you, Dan?
support work in all kinds of areas of disability, and it was the autistic kids that I kept getting called back for.
Yeah. You were drawn to?
Yeah, and they were drawn to me.
Yeah.
I had no idea why. I always questioned what the hell that meant. Like, why did I have such a connection? Why could I understand them so well? Why did we... Like, I used to get quite a close bond with them.
And that's even, like, we've just done a couple of interviews with some autistic people, adults, two of them, and Dan is you're very... I want to say very good with them. That sounds weird. You just jump into their energy very well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite naturally and instinctively.
Yes.
And really not give them confidence, but you're just really good at responding to them, maybe. Responding?
Yeah, I mirror.
Yes, that's what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to say. You do it very well.
I do
But you
it
don't
with
mirror.
everyone.
Do you do it with me?
Yes, I do it with everyone. Whatever that person's, however they're behaving, speaking, I just follow that, which makes me very good in support work then and now.
But you say he does say that. But however, Laura, I feel like Dan's sometimes like you are either 100% that, or you are totally out of it. Like you are you feel totally disconnected and like an awkward person in the presence of people. But those are the neurotypical people, I think.
Yeah, and when I'm tired. Yeah.
So either one presentation or the extreme opposite of that presentation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very cool. It's interesting to know what you know about yourself now, Dan, and to think about all those years ago when you didn't know that you're autistic, but you were still instinctively drawn to autistic people and obviously relating really easily and really naturally.
He's still learning, and I've still got some things that I still need to pull out and tell him, but I'm just giving him time. I want to give it to him all at once.
That's very thoughtful of you, Bianca.
Let's see.
It's just small steps, Dan. It's not. We can't do it all at once.
Yeah,
right.
I think I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because I had a similar experience to you, Dan, in that I found myself just naturally feeling very natural and very comfortable around autistic people and working with them, even the children who were non-speaking, where we had to find different ways of communicating and learning, whether that was learning Auslan or that was using augmentative communication. And I studied disability as a general post-grad degree. So I studied a lot of different disabilities, but I always came back to autism. It was always the one, I don't know, it was always the one that had my heart, I think. I know that sounds really corny to say, but that's
and then
the truth.
just, I guess, moving it over to me rather than Dan, we've talked about him a little bit, but I'm also very good with autistic people.
Yeah.
But
I've observed that in you, Bianca.
I'm good with, I like to be around them because they're very honest. I
Yes.
much prefer, like, say I've got like a thing on my nose at the moment.
That took how long? 11 minutes and 15 seconds for you
We
to
were
say.
talking
I didn't even notice. It's very well camouflaged.
Oh, but you noticed, I got one here and here. Anyway, I had like it just things off my face, but
Right.
I always feel like people want to ask, but they don't ask. But then
Yes.
I thought, I didn't mention it to Laura earlier because I was like, she's a psychologist. She just goes with it. She won't even ask. But this is part of it, right? Because the autistic kid, no one has asked me about it except like I went on a school excursion and the autistic kids would come up and say, what's on your face?
What's on your face?
Yeah. And then
Yes.
I like that because then we can talk about it. But just in general, just those kids, everyone's just really honest, or you're talking too much, or this is boring, or whatever it is. I don't like the people where you need to think too much about what they're thinking. Yeah, they're the worst people.
I find that very refreshing. It took me a little while to get used to that direct form of communication. As a neurotypical person, obviously that was something that was a little bit foreign to me, but what took longer for me was for me to actually adapt my communication style.
Yes.
And I've done that over the years, but for me to really adjust that neurotypical conditioning that we receive to be polite and say nice things, and if you think something that's not nice, don't say it, or to have a censor or a filter, took me some time to adapt to a much more direct way of communicating. And that's in general my experience when I'm interacting with autistic people. That's how they prefer to be communicated with. So I've adapted, but it hasn't been easy. I've had to undo some of my neurotypical conditioning.
Yes, that's true. But what about then there's the big difference then between adults and children? The children are very much like, what's on your face? Was the adults, or some of them might still say what's on your face, and others will be, oh, but I've learnt not to. But you can probably see them thinking like, oh, I want to know what's on her face. I don't think I should ask. So that must be actually a different way of your sessions with children compared to adults who have just been, conditioned so much.
Very, very different. And what I do with adults, a lot of the work that I do with adults is particularly because the adults are often very late to the party.
Yeah.
When I say that. So they're still learning, obviously, about their autism and how it impacts on them. And so a lot of the work that I do is about helping them get to a point where they give themselves permission.
Yeah.
This is about dropping the mask, dropping that neurotypical conditioning that they've been receiving all of their lives, giving themselves permission to communicate in a way that is natural to them, that is instinctive to them, and that is easier. It's so much easier for autistic people to communicate in their natural way.
Yes.
But then also, you're only getting one person's point of view. Like, for example, when like you and Dan's just saying what his opinion is of the world, whereas I could jump in and say he does this, this, and this, or his wife could, or his kids could, and so you're only seeing that one.
Oh no,
side.
we've
So
had Jen. Jen's been involved.
Yeah.
She wanted to do it for me, but I can't go in and talk to her psych.
Yeah, she sometimes jumps in on Dan's.
Yes.
No,
That's
it is.
I've encouraged her to do that.
Yeah, no, Bianca, that's a really good point. It is important for me in the work that I do. It's important for me to have 360 perspectives whenever I can. And sometimes that means that the person with autism that I'm supporting might need a partner, a friend, a carer, a sibling, a parent, a child come into some of the sessions to help me have a fuller perspective, but also to help me help the autistic person with a fuller perspective or just a different perspective.
Okay. I'm interested also to know, before I ask a specific question about myself, which is for you to describe a common first session you would have with an undiagnosed adult.
Oh, they're obviously coming to you because, can we say that you work at an autistic
Yes.
psychologist
Yes.
clinic, I guess.
ASD
So they're
clinic.
coming
So
to you
we
'cause
are
they're-
all autism specialists at the clinic
Yes.
that I work. Yeah. So a common session for me, a common first session will depend on where that person is at in their learning. So if someone comes to me and they are either formally diagnosed or self-diagnosed, and they've done their research, they've done their reading, they're convinced they're autistic, then we would start at the place of what have you read, what have you learnt about yourself, what characteristics ring true for you. So it gives me a better understanding of how autism impacts on that person specifically, as opposed to the general stereotypes that we know about. And once we've done that, I love to hear about special interests and preferred topics and passions and obsessions and what they like to do in their time, so that I get to know that person. I afford them the chance or the opportunity to ask me questions about myself, because it's really important that people feel comfortable with me. And it's really hard to do that when you've never met someone before. And it's really hard to do that if you're feeling anxious in that session, in that environment, as a lot of first-timers are, a lot of autistic people are.
I very much agree with that. One of my kids has had a psychologist in the past who gave nothing, and she'd say, "What did you do on the weekend?" And then my child would say all the things and then ask back, and they'd say, "Oh no, it was good," and they would never. And then all of a sudden they're pregnant, and where'd that come from? We didn't even know you. It was just, but my child had said, the next one I want them to tell me things about themselves as well. So that was one of the main things we needed.
So important. It's so important. And over the years that I've been doing telehealth, obviously since the pandemic, so many of my clients have met my cat, because I hold him up to the screen. So a lot of my clients know my cat, especially those clients who are also a little cat obsessed. So we show each other our cats, and sometimes the cat will walk across the screen. Yes. But, even when I was back, when we were doing in person, it's really, really important that the people that come in to see me are feeling comfortable.
Yes.
That's so important. And sometimes that'll happen in the first half hour, and sometimes that'll take 3 or 4 or 5 sessions.
Yeah.
So it's really important that I spend the time, whatever time it takes, for that person to feel comfortable. And if that means they ask me the names of my kids, or they ask me what school I went to, or they ask me what flavour cereal I eat in the morning, obviously I have some boundaries, and so I am clear about certain questions that perhaps are not appropriate, and that's important. And it's easy to do with someone who will take very direct communication.
Were you friendly on Facebook then?
No, because I'm not on Facebook, but also that would not be appropriate, because we're in a therapeutic relationship.
Well, on that, my take would be that I would have been a bit more difficult to assess, because I had 47 years of masking,
Yes.
and particularly having learned social scripts from a mother who's very social.
Yes.
So was there a moment was it the first time we met, or did it take a while?
Not the first time we met. Again, for all those reasons that you've just mentioned, you're very social. Your masking is, Academy Award. You're conversational. You're happy. You're laughing. You seem very confident and very sure of yourself. So no, the first time I met you, no. My ASD radar was not kind of pinging. But you started to talk about some of the difficulties that you'd had, and you started to tell me about your experience as a child, your experience at school, and all of the boxes were being ticked.
Yep.
Yeah. But still, that's for me, that's not enough for me to say to someone, you are autistic. I'm very careful about being clear that my observations and my experience doesn't replace a formal assessment and a formal diagnosis. Not everybody's after a formal assessment, though. It's not what everybody
Which
wants
was me
or needs. Yeah.
Do you remember me?
Yeah, of course, 100%. I remember.
But you wouldn't. Yeah, but
only because I keep reminding you of the...
No, but I remember all of the times that I saw you at my clinic. Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, but then I also feel like no one sees all of you. They only see a part of you, and so I would just give you what I wanted you to see. And that's would be, I think, with everyone, but maybe it's just more me because I'm just got lots of different things going on in my head. I don't know. But I couldn't give anyone everything. But then did you think I was autistic?
Yes.
Oh.
Pretty quickly. Yeah.
Wow. That's so I'm not as good actor as Dan. Okay.
You
Maybe
may
I was
be,
more honest.
I mean, you may have been masking for less years than Dan did, or you may have had less of the. So Dan mentions his very social mother, and that's your parents are such a huge influence on so many factors of your development. So, I'm going to sound like a true psychologist here, but I would ask you, Bianca, did you have a very social mother?
Very social mother. She's just in the next room. However, what I think the difference is that we embraced our quirkiness and we laughed at each other's quirkiness all throughout our lives, whereas Dan's, I think, was more of a mask and you must act this way. And would you agree with that, Dan?
Oh, yeah, absolutely was.
Yeah, and you're right, Bianca, that would have made a very big difference in terms of the level of masking that Dan was expected, or he was conditioned to, portray versus you, Bianca. You were encouraged to be your beautiful, quirky self.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Well, masks can provide a positive thing, and like you're learning social scripts and things like that, but also masks are a way to hide.
Yes.
And so that's what I did as well. So I would keep that a lot of that stuff to myself, and that's the kind of mask, I guess.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah. And just to finish answering your question, Dan, in terms of what typically happens in a first session or those early sessions, once we're at that point where that person is feeling more comfortable, the big question is, why are they there? Like, what help would they like from me? What are the areas of difficulty that they're having? What are their areas of challenge? What can I do to help make their lives easier?
Yes.
And there's a long list. That list is often very long.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have anything else about that, Dan, or do you want me to go on to the next question?
No, go on.
Okay. So we were wondering about your sort of the mix of do you support more women or men, but also there's probably a fair number of people who don't necessarily identify with any of the traditional binary identifications now. Are you seeing that a lot more?
Yes, definitely a lot more. So for many years, a lot of the clients that I worked with were males, so boys, teenage boys and men. And I think we all know by now that the diagnosis of females has been way, way behind. We're really, for a very long time, lacking in the understanding and identification of the female, or the more female presentation of ASD. So for a long time, a lot of the clients that I work with were predominantly male, of all ages. In the last probably 5 or 6 years, I would say that's really changed. And I would say now I'm predominantly working with females, girls, teenagers, women who are either diagnosed formally or self-diagnosed. And a lot of the males that I work with tend to be men. As you mentioned in my bio, I do a lot of relationship counselling. So the males that I work with tend to be men who are autistic, and I work with them and their partners to really help with their, the relationship difficulties that they tend to
have. You had many of the other way around, like where you're actually supporting the woman and then she brings her husband to assist? It doesn't really happen much.
I've had a few of those couples where the female's the one diagnosed autistic and the male.
I feel like it'd be more about validating her. Like
yes. Yeah, very much. Yeah.
That's our listeners. That's the weird thing. Our listeners are overwhelmingly female.
Yep.
Hardly any men. So it's quite the opposite from that perspective, But it's good. There's a need out there for.
Oh, there's a huge need. The amount of referrals that we're getting at the clinic from women and girls who are either very recently diagnosed or self-diagnosed, often misdiagnosed with other difficulties or other mental health challenges. Yep. A lot of them have ADHD as well, so there's a lot of ASD, ADHD overlap, which we're learning is extremely common.
And then I imagine quite a bit of complex PTSD as well.
Yes.
Look at me, I'm getting everything right today.
Yes, you are, Bianca. You're on fire.
Well, how right are you? So Bianca reckons I identify more as an autistic female.
Okay. Interesting. And what do you base that on? Bianca?
Well, he's just said that. Because he's more in touch with his that's old school to say feminine side, I guess. But you've always been more sensitive, whereas the boys traditionally would be like smacking things and hitting people and
Yes.
Losing the temper in a big way, whereas you're more introverted and present more of as a female. And that's why when I was saying to Dan, you're autistic for 15 years ago, you would look it up and you're like, no, that's not me.
Because you could only access information about the male presentation.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's an interesting point. And I see those same characteristics in Dan as you just mentioned, Bianca. Females with autism tend to be more internalizing than the males. And so the difficulties that they're having are much harder to see. They're not as obvious. Females tend to be overly, we hear a lot about, people with autism lack empathy, which is absolutely not true. But females with autism tend to be extremely empathetic, overly so, very intensely affected by their own emotions and other people's emotional states. Females tend to have a higher representation of eating disorders and body image difficulties.
And do you find also, like, from my...
I'm totally girl. I'm completely...
But then you find...
I just need to full-time become chartreuse, I think, now.
I just need to... from what I've observed of people, there's often, like, say, I see over time young children, like girls who haven't been diagnosed, but they're obviously autistic to me anyway. And then once they become teenagers, and then once you're like 15, 14, it's hard to get them to a psychologist. There's a lot of cutting. There's a lot of, although that sort of behaviour, but then, there's only so much I can do and say, have you ever thought about this? And they'll go, oh yeah, but we're parenting, we're managing it. They're managing it when they're like 7.
Yes.
Or whatever, but they're not managing it when they're 15.
Yeah.
Do you see that as well?
Yes, a lot of that. And as you said, Bianca, it's really hard to get a teenager to agree to go to a psychologist. It's easier with a child, and then as they become young adults, they really get to a point where they have had enough of the difficulties and they want that help. That teenage period, which is such a hard period of life anyway, it can be extremely difficult to have a teenager willingly go along to see a therapist.
Yeah. Okay. And do you find when people come to see you, are they generally positive or negative about a possible diagnosis to begin with when they first come?
Overwhelmingly positive. So in my experience, overwhelmingly percentage of people who are young adults and adults when they find out about their neurodiversity are so relieved. They're so relieved to finally have a valid, genuine, credible explanation for why they are the way they are, why they think the way they think, why they've had certain difficulties all their life, why they're good at certain things, why they're obsessed with certain things. There's a definite roller coaster of emotions. There's certainly often some sadness and some anger around, why didn't someone pick this up earlier? Had I known sooner, I could have done something about it, etc. But overwhelmingly relief and also validation.
Yes.
Validation of there isn't anything wrong with my brain. I'm not broken. I'm not a weirdo. I'm absolutely fine. I have a brain and a personality type that is different than the standard neurotype, but there's nothing wrong with me. That is enormous in terms of self-esteem.
And we get the same sort of things in response to the episodes which we bring out, particularly the last one where I started talking about body dysmorphia, which was, that was a tough one to do, but I felt it important to, even just for me to start talking about it. And some of the reactions we got have been amazing. They've been tough, but overall positive. And some people have actually said, I'm going to go ahead and look into this and see what I can do.
That's fantastic.
Which is lovely.
That's fantastic.
And they're asking me, so what should I do? And I'm like, I don't know. You tell me.
You're the expert, Dan. What's next? Help us. That's amazing. That validation. And as I said earlier, it starts to open up their ability to give themselves permission to be autistic, to be their genuine true selves. No more hiding, no more pretending, no more mental burnout, just the anguish. And you guys would know this, the anguish that the pretending and the camouflaging causes. And again, females generally more so than males. Females tend to be much better at the camouflaging, the masking. They tend to do the social mimicking and copying and developing personas that they see other girls having. And so just the years of doing that leads to burnout. And so they finally have permission and reason to stop doing that. And it's very liberating.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now,
Well,
I think we're getting close to running out of time here, so we need to move along to very important things. We've got to do.
I need to
we've got
shorten
to
my
do-
responses.
What's that?
I need to shorten my response.
I know.
oh
it's
no,
fine.
it's been great.
We did it. We did this good little segment with Michael Theo, which was Who Knows Michael Better, and I thought we should go through Who Knows Laura Better. B.F. Skinner, Abraham Maslow, Carl Jung, Carl Rogers, William Wundt, Albert Bandura, Laura Addabbo. Laura, who knows Laura better? Laura, who knows Laura better? Laura, who knows Laura better? Better, 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 better.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
no, I actually.
Oh, well, Bianca's
said that.
Yeah, and it's great.
All
We
right,
haven't
let's go.
researched. We don't know. You just
Okay.
got to tell us who was right.
Can I just say I love Michael Theo, by the way? He's fantastic.
He was.
We love
he's
him. I
awesome
love him
guy.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I do want to ask you who has been your favourite client out of Dan and myself before we.
Oh, didn't I answer that in the email? I don't want to say that
Yes,
publicly.
but
No, you did that
Oh.
sarcastically, though.
Oh no, she wasn't being sarcastic. You just think it's sarcastic.
I
She
don't
wasn't.
have favourites.
But after today's what we've just been talking about, I've had all of the right answers. And
You have been very spot on, but Dan's been very forthcoming and very open, so I've got to give him props for that as well.
That's true because I have not been. That's a very good point.
And just remember, I've got a session with her tomorrow, and I might start crying.
That's true. Dan cried in the last episode,
Oh.
and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Crying is very therapeutic. Let it out.
Yeah,
Better
but he
out
needed
than
to
in.
tell me. He needed to say, "I'm about to cry," not just cry.
Oh, yeah, you needed to warn her. Did you not feel it coming on, Dan?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then he
It
can't.
happened.
Oh, okay. Well, realistic expectations, Bianca. If he can't feel it coming on, he's not going to be able to warn you. So you're going to have to adjust your expectations.
Yes. Lucky when we're in the same room. We're not in the same room today, but I'd sit behind him so we don't have to look at each other. And luckily, I could just keep looking at his back.
Yeah.
And just move on, Dan. Move on.
Shoulders just going up and down.
Shuddering. Next time he cries, Bianca, just validate him and confirm for him it's better out than in.
I say that is so good that you're crying right now. This is I don't know. I'm
I
not
would
very
actually
good
say
at
that. Better out than in.
Oh, just say it like that. Better
Yeah.
out than in, Dan.
Better out
All
than
right.
in.
I'm going to try and remember that one.
It's very catchy, easy to remember.
That's correct. All right. So now we have this thing. Okay.
Right,
So
okay.
who knows Laura better? So first question is, Dan, what is Laura's favourite main meal?
Oh, main meal. Okay. It's going to be like a fettuccine marinara.
Okay. No, I think it's actually she likes a bit of a curry. She likes a curry with a bit of a papadum on the side. And she likes the chutney, the a bit of a chutney.
God, you guys are good.
What's the answer?
Well, I do love fettuccine. I love a marinara. I do really love a curry and chutney as long as it's mild curry.
Yeah, oh, okay.
So I'm going to have to give you 1 point each. Am I allowed to do that?
Not
Oh.
really.
No.
Yeah, you can actually say what your real favourite meal is. If you could just have if your last meal, what is it?
Sashimi would be up there.
Okay.
Like I'm a massive Japanese fan, and I
Japanophile.
love raw fish. So sashimi would definitely be up there.
Yes.
A bit of soft shell crab.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
yeah, fish, seafood, definitely my wheelhouse.
There you go. I
All
win.
right.
One.
Yeah.
Okay. So I actually just had it for lunch today. So
Lucky you.
I'd probably win that. Yeah. So what about your favourite dessert?
Tiramisu.
Okay, well, no, you can't say tiramisu, but it's not tiramisu. But then Japanese desserts are not anything amazing. So I'm going to say she loves. I think she's pretty healthy. She's pretty healthy. So I think, that's a really hard one. I'm going to say a sorbet,
I'm going to say bubble tea.
no, she's not into those preservatives and all that sort of stuff.
Not in bubble tea. So
Tiramisu.
I'm sorry, Dan, and I'm sorry to any Italians listening out there. I'm not a coffee drinker. So if someone could make a tiramisu without the coffee, you'd be close, Dan. So I'm giving that to Bianca.
Thank you.
I do love a sorbet. Japanese, I love black sesame ice cream.
Oh, you do?
If I had to
Okay.
choose a favourite, sticky date pudding would be pretty close.
Oh, that is
Yeah, I'm
very
a little boring. Sticky date pudding with a lot of fudge sauce, caramel sauce on top.
Okay. All right. Next question, Dan, is Laura's favourite holiday destination.
And it can't be Italy.
Okay.
No.
Can't be
okay.
Italy.
All right.
Given we're in Melbourne, and I would have to say probably going up north somewhere and finding somewhere to relax and not have to think too much, possibly getting cheaper massages. I'd be going like the Bali,
Right.
or if you were in the country, you'd still be like, up in North Queensland.
Yeah, I'm saying North Queensland. Even I'm saying Palm Cove, Palm Beach. What's the one in Queensland? Palm Beach, Palm Cove.
Okay, I'll say Bali then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So because we've ruled out Italy, because that would have been absolutely up there, not Bali.
No.
Never been and have no interest in going. But the concept, absolutely, Dan. So, yes, somewhere warm, sunny, relaxing massages. So, sure. Queensland, Daintree.
Yes, the
Absolutely.
Daintree. That's my favourite place in the whole world. Okay. So I'm pretty close to the Daintree.
Yeah.
And, it's pretty
Yeah,
close.
I'd have to give that one to Bianca, I think.
45 minutes away. I'm going well here. Now, favourite musical, Dan?
I'm just going to preface that by saying I've got a lot. So,
Okay. Well, look,
you're going to be fine.
I would hope it's Les Mis because that is the greatest musical of all time. But I'm going to go a little crazy here, and despite the latest release, I'm going to go with Cats.
Well, you know what I'm doing? No. Cats is not good. But I'm going Miss Saigon.
Okay. Interesting. So, I've never seen Miss Saigon.
Okay.
If I had to choose a favourite, I'm going to go a little alternative and say Hairspray.
Oh, okay.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
Love it. Soundtrack, amazing. Just amazing. But I also loved Phantom. Sunset
Doesn't
Boulevard.
everybody? Did you know
Sunset Boulevard was
Dan?
great.
I loved Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
I saw it 3 times with Hugh Jackman.
So did I.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loved it.
And so Dan went to the premiere of Phantom of the Opera like a few months ago and left halfway through because he didn't like it.
Is that because Michael Warlow wasn't there?
No,
because Snorefest?
I detested the characters, the 2 characters. I both wanted them to die. I couldn't care less about them.
I understand that. Sunset Boulevard, amazing. Oklahoma, Hairspray.
Yes.
The list goes on. But I haven't seen Miss Saigon.
Oh, okay. Well, I just thought because it was kind of in Asia, it was Saigon, and I thought, not far from Japan.
I think when it was touring, I wasn't into musicals. Back then.
Okay. I've always gone to musicals.
Yeah. But if I had to choose one, I'd say Hairspray.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, and now your favourite band, music, singer, sort of thing. Go, Dan.
Again, very eclectic. And despite Dan's love of music, it's not something we've spoken about very much in terms of.
Wow, she's eclectic.
I'm very eclectic. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay,
Well,
I don't know what that
when people
means.
say that to me, I can immediately say, no. No, you're not. Not as much as I am.
No, not compared to you, Dan. I'm not eclectic compared to you, Dan. But in my world, I'm eclectic.
All right.
Go.
Go.
Look. Oh, God. I know it could be anything, but I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to go for it and say, I think you loved Wham and you've even seen the documentary.
Okay, and I actually don't know music very well at all, but I will say that you loved Michael Jackson before all the issues.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give this one to Dan. I like Michael Jackson, but not ever loved him. I definitely loved Wham. I've definitely seen the documentary.
Yes.
So I'm going to give this one to Dan with I guess a little extra, which is that my favourite bands, if I had to choose a couple, it would be, this might surprise you, The Smiths, The Cure, The Ends, those sorts of.
Okay.
Eloise is obsessed with The Smiths.
Oh, is she? She's got very good taste.
That's right.
enough music talk. Now we'll move on to, I have to give him like a time limit. He's already spoken about it earlier.
Yeah, wrap him up.
Guilty, we need to know what Laura's guilty TV pleasure is. Do you know what that means, don't you, Dan? Like something which is really like, not embarrassing, but just like a
Oh.
trash.
I'm going to say one of the Housewives shows.
Oh, do you know? I don't think so because she's a psychologist, so she really loves to see the psychology of people and like those sorts of things. So I was thinking, like, you know what? I think she likes Alone.
Oh, the ABC one.
SBS.
No, it's SBS.
Yeah,
That means no.
yes.
That means you face.
I take it back.
Sorry.
No, maybe she likes a bit of Kardashians.
Bit of Kardashians.
No.
Again, I don't know whether to give. Can I give 1 point each?
Okay.
Because look, this is embarrassing, but I'm going to admit it. I do watch The Housewives, so Dan gets a point for that. But I'm selective. I don't watch all of them. I only watch the really, really bad ones.
Okay.
But Bianca, you're right. I like to watch shows because of the psychology behind it. So I will watch shows like, and this is also embarrassing, Married at First Sight.
Ah, yes.
Because I really like to watch the relationships and how people behave and what. And I know that it's produced and it's edited and all of that, blah blah. I know that, but the way that people interact with each other really fascinates me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I like to watch those shows and just observe people.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And I have one last question.
I can't believe I've just looked at your next one. I cannot believe it.
Oh, okay. It's not really that exciting, Laura. But this question, okay, you know, when you've got a carton of eggs, where do you take the eggs out of? Are they coming from one end? Are they like the front, the back? Okay, so you go, Dan. What do you think?
Well, this was quite a controversy for us.
About 12 years ago, we had a big argument about it.
Yes.
So, but I've forgotten what I said. So you go first,
Well,
Dan.
all I can say is that when you're taking the process of removing them is that you're always going to remain balanced. So,
is that what you, or is that what Laura is thinking?
Oh no! For her, I think she's just going to be willy-nilly and a little bit
random.
Yeah, I'm going to be. Yeah, I would be very upset if I saw her carton of eggs in the fridge right now.
No, I think what she does is she actually goes so when she has some in there, she moves them to the left. She gets the new carton, puts them in, and puts them on the right of it, and then she'll always work from the left to the right.
Wow, Bianca, a lot of thought. That's a very scientific option. No, I'm going to go with Dan on that one. I just open my eggs sit in the very top of the door of my fridge. So I just lift the lid and just pull out whatever egg my fingers first touch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no thought. Okay.
No, there's no planning or science behind which egg I choose. I just check the use by date and make sure that, or I put them in a glass of water and check it that way. Do you know that trick?
Yes. I feel like, so it's a little bit like Obama, you know, how he wore the same suit every day. So it's one less thing he needed to think about. You just take whatever egg, you don't need to think about that.
Yes. I suffer from decision fatigue on a regular basis. So whichever egg my fingers first touch, that's the egg that comes out of the fridge.
Wow. And that's amazing. So that's really all we have to ask. Do you think that?
I love the very random ending to this.
That's not random. I think that says a lot.
About your
says as much as a record collection.
It says a lot about your relationship, and I love it. I'm here for it.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on, Laura. Now, you were going to just wind it up, weren't you, Dan?
Was I?
Yes, because you're the wind-up word person.
All right, time to go. Off you go.
No. Thanks for having me, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.
No,
now,
so much.
Dan is going to just
unrecord,
stop the recording, and then we need you to go, Dan. Do it.
We will say proper thank you very much.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go.
For actually coming along and providing your insight and giving away very private information about me, which was incredibly unethical of you. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
I had your permission. I want everyone to know I had your permission to do that.
Yes.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for having me, and thank you for the podcast. Thank you for the work that you guys are doing, because I'm sure it's helping lots and lots of people, and it's really brilliant. So I've really enjoyed being part of it, and happy to be back if anybody wants me back.
Oh, no problem. And if you just want to share our podcast on MySpace or whatever it is that you
all the social media that I'm not on, yes, I will absolutely.
All the clients that we can provide you with. We've got business cards, we've got pamphlets.
Late to the party, I'm on it.
Yeah, excellent. All right, thanks, Laura.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right. She's gone and moved on to her next clients.
Well, I just love Laura. I think she's fantastic.
It was great, wasn't it?
She's just, I think she's really calm and, well, of course, you're not going to have a not calm psychologist, but I just really love having conversations with her.
I know. And also for her to be neurotypical and be so good at this it's more a testament, I think, to her, basically to her skill set.
Yes.
You know what
and
I mean?
As she said, you surround yourself, or she did, she surrounded herself with a lot of autistic people. So
yes. Yeah.
That's helpful too, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of experience and the ability to be malleable in the way you handle people is a very autistic thing to do.
Yeah, like I know that she's obviously not on social media and all those things, but I think that her and I could be friends.
Yes, I know. And that's true. I cannot believe that I have not spoken to her about music. The other two, I did. The guy who gave me the diagnosis, we went on.
That's funny because she knows you like music, right? But she hasn't gone there because maybe she knows you'll go off on a tangent about music when she wants to get more information from you. She didn't need to use music to make you feel more relaxed with her.
Yeah, but it's killing me now. I need to know what her favourite Smiths album is and Cure album.
Lucky you're speaking to her tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, that's true. So I have to pay to find this information.
That's true.
Poor me.
Yes, poor me. Yeah, or you could just email her and say, what are your favourite ones?
Oh, that's a good idea, yes. Yeah, your top 10.
And then she'll write back and say, I'll tell you in your paid session.
Oh, well, yeah, speaking of, still no responses from any of the party poopers about what I'm supposed to do about these bloody bands. So get off your backside, people. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? This has gone on for a long time. I believe there is a technical aspect to this. I am 80% sure that there is a technical aspect that two of them have not responded.
No, there's no technical. Like, how could they have no? They just don't know where you're going with it, and they don't want to put that on the record.
With Marketplace, sometimes they disappear. The chats disappear. You can't find them. They get put into different spots.
It's because they archive them, don't they?
No, there's different sections.
Oh.
And if you're not friends, I think there can be other spots, and you just don't see them.
As I've said before, they're just not into you, Dan. They're just not that into you.
I'm gonna have to do it again. I'm gonna have to message them again or find another way of. That's what I'll do. Maybe if I'll email them.
Yes, email them.
I think there's something. I think you do not see my messages.
Yes, because you haven't replied, and that would be rude. True.
Well, I tell you what. I'm also working on another podcast.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What are you telling me right now without telling me before? What? With who?
Well, it's one I recorded ages and ages ago with my favourite musician, Melbourne musician David Hosking. He doesn't even know this yet.
Wait, you're recording a podcast with him and he doesn't know yet?
Exactly. Because what I'm wanting to do is collate, because I interviewed him, I interviewed his bandmates and some fans, and then because I'm me, I never did anything with it. But now I'm nicely medicated and I've got the energy and all that sort of stuff to do this. So yeah, I'm collating something together, and then I want to contact him, play him a bit to say I am actually doing something here, and then bring him in to talk about him now. So here, 15 years later, what's changed? So I want to do a little podcast series with him.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds good. Hopefully he wants to do that too.
I hope so too.
Hey, I thought we might move on to our text mistakes.
Text what?
Text fuck-ups.
All right, play the song.
Okay.
All right, now, for one of these four, we have to do a Scottish accent because I promised.
Both of us?
I threatened.
Okay. Who did you threaten?
One of our party poopers.
Oh, so hold on. And I have to do it as well, or do you just do it?
Yes, we both have to do it.
Scottish. Okay.
Why?
Okay, I'm going to try. I have no idea what that's like. But okay, so should we do the...
The first one would be good. Molly is a Scottish kind of name.
Am I the Molly? Am I?
Let's have a look.
Which one?
Oh, okay. Okay, no, I'll be the grey one.
Okay, all right. So, you know your biology grade yet?
Sorry, can you do that again?
I can't do it. Okay. Do you know your biology grade yet?
Terrible. Start by saying, "Oh, I."
Do you know your biology grade yet?
No, but I just nailed the teacher. It better be an A or I'll be pissed.
OMG. You are sleeping with him for a grade? Oh my fucking God. That is nasty.
No! Oh my God! I emailed him, not nailed him. Oh my God! Oh, I.
Thank God. He's like 92.
That was the worst Scottish accents in the history of accents.
I can't do that. I think I can do American, and I think that's it. And I think a bit of English, but it mixes with all the English
I
accents.
was listening to, I remember last episode I talked about the Scottish comedian who's just recently been diagnosed,
Yes.
Fern Brady, and one of her jokes, which I just loved, was she says she watched Scottish porn, and she said the big difference between that, the Scottish porn and others, is once in a while you'd hear them going, "Oh, aye,"
Oh, wow.
and that's how you know.
Yes. I never thought about that. Okay, so let's do an Aussie one because that's pretty good. That's pretty easy.
Okay.
Actually, no, but the other ones there's not much. Okay, so first of all, should we just do normal accent, not Aussie?
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go first? Do you want to be Glenn? You be Glenn.
Oh, okay. I really want to learn how to play Love Ridden by Fiona Apple. Maybe you could touch me on the piano. No, not touch me. Teach me. Damn, autoerotica. Autocock rectal. Oh, you know what? Forget it.
OMG. Haha. Cannot breathe. I'm so bad at acting.
I had to keep that because that is just the funniest thing I've ever seen. The funniest text.
I don't believe it, though.
Autocock rectal. I mean, how the hell did it get that?
Yes. Now, I do want to actually, my son did send me one, but it's not sexual. Is that okay?
I noticed, but they're always the funniest ones.
Oh, the sexual ones are. Yeah, this is just, I can't believe that this happened so many times. I'm just trying to find his text. Why can I not find it? There he goes. Okay, so he was like saying to me, okay, I said, oh, you got this email from the school about something. And he said, I got that too, but there isn't any overtures. And then he wrote overdubs. And then he said overuses. And then he said overdoers. And then he said overdues. Sorry, autocorrect. So that would have been funny if there was like a few fucks and things like that. But still, I liked all. There was a lot. Considering he's a young person, I didn't think that would happen to him.
I know. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, next one. Let's do. Let's be incredibly offensive. Is it being offensive by saying a particular country? Because I have no idea. I want to do a Malaysian accent, and I have absolutely no idea what it sounds like.
Oh, gee, I feel like that is offensive. But then why do I not think it's offensive?
I know it sounds like an old Benny Hill thing.
But I thought we were going to be really ochre, really Aussie.
On this one now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
We'll be at your place in 15 minutes.
Okay. I'll probably still be squinting when you get here.
Why? What happened?
Kevin accidentally squirted his love juice in me eye. I'm okay, but it burns.
What?
LOL. I meant his pimentos. His pimentos. I mean, his lime juice. I mean, sweet baby Jeeves. Jesus.
Sweet baby Jeeves.
And so you say you want to do. Can you say a Malaysian accent? I have no idea how to do a Malaysian.
No idea. It's a nice accent. It's a really nice accent.
Okay.
It sounds very regal to me, but I can't do it.
Okay, well, you try because I'd like to see that, and I can be the green one because that's easier.
I can't do it. Great.
No.
Great. I can't even get my head around how to do it.
No, you need to practice.
Great news. great, great news. Grandma is homosexual.
Okay.
Homo hot lips. Hot tulips. I'm getting fisted now. Frustrated. Grandma is home from hospital.
Ha ha ha. Homo hot lips. I don't know if that was correct or if it was actually racist, but
Well, I turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger, so it doesn't really matter.
true. Now, I have actually got a recommendation for us this week.
Okay.
Okay. You need to stay with me and you're going to put this in the show notes. It's long, thin, hot water bottles. I should have said long, hot water bottles. Yeah, so they are like not the normal standard rectangle ones. These ones are like, I'm going to say 50 centimeters long and about 10 centimeters wide.
Are
And
they rubber? Like,
yeah, but you've got the furry on the outside and it's actually quite amazing. So I have one every night and you put it in your bed first, then you go and brush your teeth and you come back and it's not just, if you normally get a hot water bottle, it's just in one bit.
Yes.
But this is like all the length of where you're going to lie. Then you lie in it and then you put the hot water bottle lengthways on top of you. So you've got the warm underneath you, the warm on top of you. And then when you've finished on your phone or your book, you just roll over on the side and you kind of spooning it, right? So you spoon it and then it actually stays warm for the entire night. When I get up in the morning, it is still warm.
wow. But doesn't it make a sloshy noise?
No,
Sloshing up and down.
no. But are you a hot person? Because I'm a cold
I am.
person. Okay, well you don't. No, it's not for
And
you.
you've got to watch that you don't burst it because it'll squirt love juice in your eye.
Yes, Mum. I think I just swallowed a bug. That's correct.
I think Jen would like that because I've got my big long hugging pillow, which is, my height. But it's,
Yes.
yeah, it's not hot. I couldn't have anything hotter. It's just too much.
Okay.
Tell her about it.
yeah.
It's good.
So I don't actually have an autistic moment, but I actually know I do because somebody has told me one. It was a party pooper, and I can't find it. I don't remember what they've said or where it is, but I remember I said I would talk about it. So I'm talking about it. I'm just not actually saying what actually was. Yeah.
We've had some good conversations on, but most of the time, most of our conversations are going to take place on the private one, and the public's just going to be, here's the next podcast, or if we share something we find somewhere. But if you're interested in getting into some more conversations and asking questions and so forth, come on to the private page.
Yes.
It's been great.
I actually have a notes thing about our podcast and to give me things to talk about that I remember about. And I've actually written illogical logic. I don't know what that means. Why would I have written that to talk about?
Logic. Well, there can be illogical logic.
But why would I say to talk about that?
It's a bit of illogical logic is illogical.
And because we haven't yet spoken about Em Rusciano, now's the time, because on her podcast, she asked the question, how come, do you remember when you were little, how many times did you get winded?
A lot.
A lot, right? How many times have your kids been winded? Not many.
No.
Kids don't get winded anymore.
No.
We used to get winded all the time, weekly probably.
That's true. I was talking to someone about Australian rules football, someone who's moved to Australia from Scotland, and I was talking about the sports, and I just remembered when I was talking to him, I was tackled and thrown on my side, knocked out cold, got up, and then just kept playing again.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we do wrap them in cotton wool, these children.
Yeah, but I don't want my child to be out cold the amount of times I have. It's, it's not brain my damage at all, but it's not good. Did
you just say it's not brain my damage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've been funny. That was funny. Yeah, that was good. All right, I think we should wind it up, Chris.
We should wind it up, but I want to finally say, not finally say, what am I talking about?
Okay, bye. See you later.
No, I wanted to say the stats, like we mentioned before with Laura, there's a significant lessening of men listening. As the time's gone on, it's going down. So we need our party poopers to start getting their partners or their male friends to come in and listen to it, because it's not, it's just not a gender-specific podcast.
But we are having males on our group and things like that. They are taking part. I think it's probably equal male, female on our
Interactions.
on our pages, on our page. Yeah.
Just not as much listening. So, and we know through friends that there's a lot more women out there who want their men to start thinking about this sort of stuff.
True. Yeah.
This is why that's part of why I do this podcast. So share it around.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Thanks for the tip.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
What?
Oh, sorry. You wanted to compliment me. What would you like to say?
I should have said goodbye. Do I have any compliments? I like the fact that I never. Well, sometimes I was writing down, but now I don't. Do I? Thank you for taking the call and sharing in my excitement of my new role.
Oh, yeah, because
mirrored back to me.
That's a really good point, because there was a moment where I thought, do I take the call? No, I didn't. I would actually, you know what? There wasn't really, because I thought I'll answer it. I didn't. Was in the past I've had hesitation in answering.
Yeah, that would have been very upsetting if nobody was around to talk to.
Who would you have called next?
Was it the time of night? I'm not sure.
It was daytime, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was after work.
I didn't call my mate because I thought he was at someone's screaming outside. I thought he was getting something done at the doctor's. I don't think I've told him. Have I? I don't know. I'll find out.
Anyway, you better hang up now or finish up now and then go and call him.
In other words, leave. We're done.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see you later, Dan.
Okay.
Bye.
See you next time.
And I miss your face like hell. And I guess it's just as well.
And I'll miss your face like hell.